A.J. Lashbrook's rhetorical dodge in the Matt Taylor exchange. The interrogator who cannot be questioned. In the world of online commentary, few figures are as prolific at asking questions as A.J. Lashbrook, operating under the handles Lucifer and Unlisted.
I'm Lucifer.
Yeah,
and
you're on YouTube as well?
Yeah, I do Unlisted and Lucifer, I do videos about scammers.
Right, okay.
I chase after scammers.
Whether interrogating opponents about court cases, criminal histories, or personal lives, Lashbrook is relentless in his pursuit of answers from others.
You were very lucky I didn't turn up and boot your fucking door through.
However, a close examination of his recent public exchange with Matt Taylor reveals a stark asymmetry. A.J. Lashbrook expects answers to his questions but refuses to provide any in return. When the spotlight turns on him, Lashbrook does not answer. He deflects, redirects, and retreats behind a wall of counter-questions. The result is a masterclass in rhetorical avoidance. The pattern, a question for every question. The exchange began when Matt Taylor asked a direct question. AJ, do you agree organized crime make money from child abuse? This is a straightforward, albeit provocative, yes or no question about criminal enterprise. Lashbrook's response? Not an answer. Not a yes, not a no, not even I don't know. Instead, you tell me, Matthew, do you make money from it? The question has been deflected. Lashbrook has refused to state his own position while simultaneously implying something about his opponent. This is the opening move of a pattern that would repeat throughout the conversation. The second deflection, avoiding the satanic question. Moments later, Matt posed another question, this time personal and pointed. Are you a member of your local satanic coven? Again, a direct question. Again, Lashbrook refuses to answer. Instead, he pivots entirely. You tell me, Matthew, you love making up bullshit. For instance, you have issue with lying about deaths. No denial of satanic involvement. No clarification of his religious or philosophical affiliations. Just an immediate counterattack and a new accusation. The original question hangs unanswered, abandoned. The marriage question, silence and deflection. Perhaps the most telling moment came when Matt asked a question about Lashbrook's personal life. AJ, when did you get married? This is a factual, verifiable question. A date. A year. An acknowledgement of whether the event even occurred. Lashbrook's response is telling. What's that's got to do with you, Matthew, showing you're a stalker again? He does not deny being married. He does not provide a date. He does not even say, I'm not married. Instead, he attacks the questioner as a stalker for daring to ask. The question is not answered, the questioner is vilified. The criminal conviction question, a conspicuous silence. As the exchange grew more heated, Matt asked the question that cut to the heart of Lashbrook's credibility. AJ, does your wife know of your criminal conviction? This is a significant allegation, that Lashbrook has a criminal record and that he may be hiding it from his spouse. If false, a simple denial would suffice. If true, silence is understandable. Lashbrook chose neither.
No, it's more than one smack. She had my fist in front of her face when she jumped off at me. So she did actually get my fist on the end of her nose. Shit happens. Contact was made because she jumped up at it. Does that sound like a scared dog?
So what's the truth about you beating up your dog?
About me beating up my dog? My dog's never been beaten up. She was disciplined for running out in front of two cars. The papers made it out to be something completely different to what it was. I beat the crap out of my dog and then send her to the groomers. Yeah, sounds like a great idea. Great one, that.
Okay.
Better looked after than most people's children.
So what did you do to your dog?
What did I do? Smacked her ass.
Just once, yeah?
No, she had more than one smack on the ass.
Just a smack, yeah?
Section 4 of the animal welfare legislation. That's why.
Just a smack, was it?
No, it's more than one smack. She had my fist in front of her face when she jumped off at me. So she did actually get my fist on the end of her nose. But she's...
Well, you punched her.
Mate, if you punched her, I think my fist in front of her face because I was angry with her. nobody was ever injured by me.
Did you hit your dog?
Quite frankly,
Did you punch your dog on this?
It's simple, mate. Did you punch your dog? I can't even be there. Did you punch your dog?
what? I waved my fist in front of my dog's face.
Right, you didn't punch your dog up.
Contact was made because she jumped up, yes.
Well, you didn't raise it in her face then. You punched it, didn't you? Come on, man.
No. I waved my fist in front of her. I was angry. Can't you listen to words?
You just said you asked you if it was a smack. I asked you if it was a smack. You could have just said yes, it was a smack.
Shit happens. Contact was made because she jumped up at it. Does that sound like a scared dog? Funny, isn't it? The courts actually I tried showing a video of my dog in the courts on the way she reacted. The court's response, how do we know it's your dog? RSPCA, not once have they ever asked to see my dog. No evidence to support anything the media has claimed has ever been provided. But then that's hardly surprising. My sister crashed a car years ago and apparently her car ended up in a river when the car was...
Have you still got that dog? Have you still got that dog?
Of course I've still got my dog.
Nothing come of it, did it?
What?
Did anything come...
I got prosecuted for Section 4 because I disciplined my dog. Shit happens.
So you learned not to do it in public now, yeah?
What?
You've learned not to discipline your dog in public.
Other than the fact that the court system's corrupt as fuck. The RSPCA ain't there for animal welfare, they're there for profiting. That's about it. Putting caviar and champagne on Craig's table. If such a thing happened like they're trying to make out, why didn't the RSPCA even bother to contact me for 5 months? Why have I got police statement where it says, on the day my dog looked fit, healthy and happy? Why can't they even get the breed of my dog right? Or my name?
How long ago was this enlisted?
A couple of years ago. You see, reality and what the media put out are two very different things.
His response was not an answer but a counter-question about Matt's imaginary girlfriend. Does your imaginary girlfriend know about you getting charged for taking those boys to the woods? Again, deflection. Again, a refusal to address the question asked. The audience is left to wonder, does A.J. Lashbrook have a criminal conviction? His refusal to say no speaks volumes. For the record, Matthew Taylor has never been charged for taking boys to the woods.
The Boys in the Woods hoax. The Boys in the Woods hoax involved 3 teenage boys who falsely claimed to have been taken into the woods to have sex with after being shown videos of babies being beheaded by a father of a pupil they went to school with. The Boys in the Woods hoax serves as a cautionary tale, highlighting the potential for false allegations to arise due to external influences, such as coercion by satanic extremism. After a year of forensic investigation by Sussex police, no evidence was found to back up their accusations, and no further action was taken against the father. Believed to have been manipulated into making false claims by a well-known Satanist called James Hind, not his real name, who had previously offered £300 to any member of the public to start legal proceedings against the father, underscores the need for thorough investigation and critical assessment of allegations before drawing conclusions. Moreover, historical instances like the elite parliamentary pedophile rings in the noughties demonstrate how baseless conspiracy theories and moral panics can lead to unfounded accusations and widespread fear. These events emphasize the importance of approaching claims of abuse with skepticism and subjecting them to rigorous scrutiny to separate fact from fiction. While it is crucial to take all allegations of abuse seriously, it is equally important to recognize the complexities involved in assessing the credibility of such claims, especially when they involve children.
The Emily question, pretending ignorance. Matt referenced a specific individual in his next question. Once again AJ, so-called scammer buster, spreading false information. But then again, only a few weeks ago he was accusing Justin and I of raping Emily. Totally terrible, unwanted and unacceptable. Lashbrook responded with a question that appeared to feign ignorance. Who's Emily Matthew?
And not only that, whilst he was in Brighton with Matthew Taylor, he went out to Brighton Pier with Matthew Taylor and told children to get naked for him. And to make things even worse for Pomeroy, a lady who had been abused by her partner turned up at Matthew Taylor's door while Pomeroy was there. And Matthew Taylor and Pomeroy sexually abused the lady. I was actually surprised when I found out that Pomeroy and Taylor raped that poor lady.
Whether genuine or strategic, this question does not answer Matt's implied accusation. It asks for clarification while avoiding any acknowledgement of whether the original accusation was made. It is a stall, not a response. The threat question, silence in the face of accusation. After Lashbrook made statements that Matt interpreted as threats, what you need is a good hiding. Don't worry Matthew, it will happen soon. Matt asked a disturbing question. AJ, do you get hard on when you threaten people?
AJ, do you agree organized crime make money from child abuse? You tell me, Matthew, do you make money from it? Pervert, and throw back the question, how very satanic. You tell me, Matthew, you love making up bullshit, like lying about deaths. You need is a good hitting AJ showing himself to be a bully thug. Don't worry, Matthew, it will happen soon.
It is a crude question, but it is a question nonetheless. Lashbrook's response is notable for what it does not contain any answer whatsoever. What threat, Matthew? He disputes the premise that a threat was made, but does not answer the question about his emotional or physiological response to threatening others. The original question is ignored entirely. The SPO question, Lashbrook asks, but will he answer? Toward the end of the exchange, Lashbrook turned the tables and began asking questions of his own, something he is clearly comfortable with. Matthew, have you still got electronics being monitored as shown as a requirement on the interim SPO you put up on social media against you? Why do you get put on SPOs so often, Matthew? Is it because the BBC was correct about you? These are detailed, specific questions about Matt's legal status, which Matt did not respond to, but the hypocrisy is evident. Lashbrook demands transparency from others while offering none of his own. Analysis: the hypocrisy of the professional questioner. AJ Lashbrook positions himself as an investigator, a scammer buster, a man who demands answers from others. He asks about court cases, about electronics monitoring, about parenting, about criminal histories. He expects responses. Yet when the questions turn to him, his beliefs, his marriage, his criminal record, his psychological state, he offers nothing but deflection, counter-questions, and personal attacks. This is not a debate. This is not an inquiry. This is a rhetorical shield designed to protect Lashbrook from the very scrutiny he imposes on others. In the world of online commentary, credibility depends on reciprocity. One cannot demand answers while refusing to give them. One cannot interrogate others while claiming immunity from interrogation. AJ Lashbrook may be a skilled questioner. But based on this exchange, he is a terrible answerer. And that silence, as the saying goes, is deafening.
I need to issue a privacy complaint straight away.
You got a lot to ask, don't you, AJ? Fingers flying on the keyboard every day. You wanna know about court dates, you wanna know about the law, you wanna know who's watching who and what they saw. You want the truth from everyone, you want them on the rack. But when someone turns the mic on you, you don't answer back. Oh, the question man, he's got a lot to say. He'll interrogate you 7 different ways. He wants your marriage, your money, your past. But don't you dare return the ask. 'Cause the question man will dodge and crack. If makes money from the kids. AJ said, you tell me, Matt, what is it that you did? Not a yes, not a no, not an I don't know. Just a spin, just a show, just a look over there, go. Then came, are you satanic? Easy, that one's free. But AJ just screamed, you make up death, and ran behind a tree. Did you get married, AJ? What's that got to do with you? You're a stalker. Does your wife know about your criminal conviction? Does your imaginary girlfriend know about the woods? Do you get hard when you threaten people, AJ? What threats? I didn't threaten! Every question gets a question in return. Every answer gets a bridge to burn. You can ask him everything under the sun, but you won't get an answer, not a single one. But watch him when he's asking, oh, he's sharp as a knife. Wants to know about your spo, wants to know about your life, wants to know why the BBC wrote what they wrote, wants to know about your wants a quote, he'll put you on the stand like a prosecutor in black. But the moment you object, he don't answer back. Oh, the question man, he's got a lot to say. He'll interrogate you 7 different ways. He wants your marriage, your money, your past. But don't you dare return the ask, 'cause the question man will dodge and crack. He'll throw a question right back, but ask him one, he'll disappear fast. The question man won't answer back. You wanna know about me?
No, I wanna know about you.
You wanna know about my history? Silence, just the sound of the keys and the wind through the trees, and a man who asks everything but gives nothing. The question man won't answer back. Written in the key of D minor, the saddest key for the saddest.
I need to issue a privacy complaint straight away.